People, welcome to newspaper breakdown. Today is online stuff because I didn't want to buy a paper today, and I wanted to wait for Liz Truss to hang herself, and that was fun, wasn't it? That was enjoyable. Um, it's mainly going to be about Truss today somehow still being prime minister because the main news is Liz Truss has sacked Kwarteng for enacting the plans that she wanted. That was it. It could not look more of an obvious ploy if there was a video of her literally pushing him under a bus, because that's all that's happened, and everyone's so shocked by this. You see them all on fucking Twitter going, why did she sack Kwasi? What do you think, that someone who's become prime minister and has all of these people under her is going to take some responsibility? Of course not. We've seen this for years. Cameron sacked ministers and then cabinet before himself. Fucking Boris Johnson, Theresa May, everyone, fucking Blair. This is what they're there for. Once you become prime minister, everyone under you is basically fucking there to be shields or suicide bombers. That's it. Just running in like the original suicide bombers created, I think, Syria by the original Assad, who were there to run over the minefields. That's what they're there for. They're there to take the fucking bullet. And so she got rid of him because that's who she had to get rid of. She's replaced him by Hunt, which is, I mean, there's a plus point to that, where we have the potential of hearing more people on the news call him a cunt, and that's always enjoyable. A bit of fun. Little bit of fun for us. Little silver lining in this fucking storm. On storms, Truss has also said that she must remain PM in order to see us through the storm we face, in the same way that cancer must stay in your body to heal you. That's all they are at this point, fucking cancer. She's, of course, U-turned today. It's all about the U-turn, another U-turn. At this point, everyone in fucking Parliament must be on the strongest, in government, must be on the strongest travel pills, because all they're doing is fucking U-turn. They must be dizzy as fuck at this point. She's U-turned on the corporation tax she was going to cut, and now she's not going to cut it, and it is going to raise, as Sunak planned it to under Boris Johnson. Also, and this isn't about Truss, but it's a bit of fun. Banker bonuses have doubled since 2008, according to the TUC, which is just good news for everyone, isn't it? It's just good news. I'm not sure if there's I can't think of a plus point there. And they were going to, they wanted to scrap the cap on bankers' bonuses, and they've doubled since 2008. So imagine if there wasn't a cap. Imagine if they got rid of the cap, what's going to happen? Because they're already, if you're able to double in, what is that? Take that away from that, 14 years. Comparative, no other fucking no other wage has gone up that much apart from footballers and potentially MPs, because the country's stagnated since 2010 because you've had austerity and all of that stuff. And I'll mention austerity every day until I die. Austerity is a thing that's fucking probably is the main issue that's fucking occurred in it. But we can have people make money in this country whilst also making sure we don't have poor people, and that's with a proper tax. You don't want to make tax too complicated, so you can't have it like fucking once you're over 40,000, then it's 40%, or once you're over 50,000, then it's 45%, and then da 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 all the way until your fucking thing. But you still had rich people back in the 70s when the top rate was like 98%. So you are able to make money, live comfortably in a world whilst paying a fair amount of tax. And a fair amount of tax, for me personally, is making sure that you're not 3,000 times worth what another human being is, because that's fundamentally flawed, isn't it? Pretty much the news for the day. There's something about the COVID-19 bereaved families for justice are writing to 8 of the firms of the on the shortlist for the upcoming COVID inquiry, asking them to not be in the tender or not go forward with the tender, as 8 of the company had contracts with the government during COVID. So there's a conflict of interest. But if you have a look, even with half an eye, you'll notice the conflict of interest and the government means fuck all now. Which is why something like a COBA means nothing. It's a pointless fucking exercise. A COBA being the part of the government that looks over second jobs and jobs that MPs get after leaving office, to make sure that there isn't a conflict of interest where you've got, I don't know, something like the Chancellor of the Exchequer leaving and then working for a bank, something like that, because that would be dodgy, wouldn't it? That would be, but Osborne does what Osborne does. There isn't going to be any of these over the weekend because I don't want to do them over the weekend. So if you do enjoy these, let me know if you think there can be improvements in some way. Give me your opinions, and I probably won't listen to them, but I will listen to useful ones. Have a good one. Toodles.